What's going on, guys? This is Brad with despitefitness, and today is what the hell is today? Today's October 8th. It's a Friday, which means it's going to be a heavier bench day, and I've got a special guest today I want to introduce. Hit me up and wanted to get together and train and get some tips and tricks and techniques and things like that. So he's going to hang with us. I want to introduce my man here. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, so it's my first time doing this. My name is Lewis. I used to follow Brad for a while, or I still do follow Brad for a while. And I came back to, I used to live here in Clarksville, so I came to visit some family and hit him up to try to get some pointers on my bench on some areas where I'm actually lacking. So it's been an opportunity,
yeah,
and I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. So always relish the opportunity to be able to try to help people, and he hit me up before back when I was in Korea and asked me for some tips and tricks, and I hit him in response, and then he happens to be kind of here at the same time and place and wanted to link up. And you know, I'm always about that, to be able to try to help people out. So we're gonna get in and we're gonna do kind of our own workout, which was the plan is gonna be a heavy incline, right? So we're gonna move up to a heavy single incline for Nat and I. That's our priority today. He's gonna join us, and then we're also probably gonna look at some flat bench and some other stuff, just to kind of maximize the time that I have with him, and you know, give him as much support and help as I can. So hopefully we can give him some stuff that'll be useful, and by helping him, maybe I can help you. So I guess tune into this one and listen up close, because there might be some tips and tricks that might be applicable to you and your bench and how you go about things. So maybe some benefit for you through this video here. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you kind of as we go. Here we go. Like this. Get your hands set wherever you want to put them. Right? Okay, now what I want you to do from here, hands are set. I want you to lock those shoulders back and in. Right? So you're retracting and depressing the shoulders, and then laying your neck flat on that bench. Will you see how I'm stacked up on my neck? Yeah. Okay. So I want you to stack up on your neck just like this. Okay? So the chin is almost to the chest. Okay? Once you're here, I want you to try to bring one leg down, right? Screw it in, get it nice and tight, and then bring the other leg down. Now you see how my chest didn't move, right? Okay? So from here, big breath, then hold it. I stack you higher, right, rotate you more, come onto the back a little bit more, so that I think will help bring your arms in. A little more comfortable. And then bring those arms in. So if you try to hit below the back, and then try to bring those arms in a little bit. That's what I want you to focus on. Give me 2 reps like that. So just see how that feels. There you go. Set. Get your hands right. Good. Foot up. Good. Come closer. Good, good, good. Nice and tight stack. Retract the blades. Good. I'm going to bring one foot down and then the other. Keep that chest high. One big breath. Down here. 1, 2, 3. Good one. How's that feel? A lot better. I mean, like, it looked poppier.
Yeah.
And it looked like those elbows are staying a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right. Nat.
My butt didn't come up this.
I didn't see it. Now, this is a little bit hard because they put this back pad on this particular bench.
I don't know here.
So what we can do is we can go grab those fat 45s and put it down if you're having like foot problems. Want to try that? So we'll do that. We're gonna get the foot down so he can have a little bit more foot drag. And what I'd like you to do is come over here on this side, Nat, and what I want to see on this next bit where his elbows are. Let's watch for that, okay? Just one big breath and give me like 5 reps if you can. There you go. Oh, there you go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Attaboy. Those elbows are staying nice and... Okay, cool. So we're talking about setup. We're talking about trying to keep his elbows in. And one of the things I think will make a big difference for him is training with one of these football grip or multi-grip American grip bars, and where it actually forces his elbows in. Because in that last set, super easy to keep those elbows in, right? And if we practice in a position, we can develop strength in that position. And when we develop enough strength in that position, we will seek to go to that position, right? So our bodies intrinsically want to move to a position of optimal strength, right? And I'm gonna demonstrate that right now. So Luis, what I want you to do is, I want you to stand up and I want you to try to jump as high as you can. Like to try to touch the ceiling. Get it set up like you're gonna try to touch the ceiling. All right? Yep. But don't actually jump, just set up like you're about to jump. All right, is that where you wanna be? Yeah. Look at his feet. Okay, all right. So why are your feet there?
I don't know, I feel like I'm ready to jump like this.
Right, why aren't your feet here?
I don't know, it's just...
There's not enough power there, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
All right, so the question is, again, show me the setup like you're gonna jump high. Jump as high as you can. Okay, so that's the position that he goes to jump. So if I ask him to jump, intrinsically he goes here, right? He's not here. Well, so part of the thing with fixing his elbow position is his body thinks there's more power here. So that's why he keeps going here. So if we can get you to train in a position that's here, you start to develop more power there, you're gonna go there, right? But you haven't trained there enough, so you're not going there. Yeah. And so that also might be part of the fix. So if we have something like an issue of position or mechanics, right? Hey, my elbow's flare and I can't prevent it. What we might want to do then is by using a specialty bar, getting our arms in the position where we would want, where there is ultimately more power, and developing the power there over time. Before too long, you're just going to go there. Instead of doing this, you're going to know going here is where the strength is. The same way you know going here is where the strength is for the jump, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So that also might be something to think about for you guys at home, is instead of just one simple cue or just like trying to do one quick fix or a tweak or whatever, it might require weeks, months of training in a specific position to develop strength in that position so that you can overcome the tendency to try to go to the old position. Because like, you might have developed some bad training technique through years, right? Yeah. And years, just benching like this for years, well, you got strong there. So like, you know, if I go here, this is where I'm strong. Well, we can correct that and get you more optimal, but we have to do it over time, not just overnight. So there are a few things like the stacking, the breathing, getting in position, perhaps a thumbless grip that might help you get in position on a straight bar, but also that correction might be not training on a straight bar. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's just a little bit of food for thought. After our incline training, working with him, trying to be a little bit more specific to kind of answer the question that you came here for, right? You wanted to get some help on how to bench a little bit better. And honestly, I think that might be the trick for you, is working with a specialty bar for a period of time to teach you strength in that range of motion. Make sense? Cool. That's what I think. Maybe it'll help you. Let me know. May not be really sweaty, but I'm really tired. It's fucking exhausting. All right, cool. That's it, guys. That's the video. Hanging out at Operation Iron here in Clarksville. Man, came through, get some tips and advice on some lifting. We got after it. As a note, if you come up here, you want to get a day pass, mention my name. They give you a free day pass. But let's get down to the brass tacks, right? So, wanted to come and we wanted to get a little bit of tips on bench, right? Yeah. So you hung with us, you did our workout. What did you think of that winning warm-up?
Yeah, it was a little taxing at first, but I definitely understand the concept. I might have went a little too heavy for myself for the reps and ranges. 4 sets of 25 on 4 different exercises, but it definitely did help as far as controlling the weight, locking it in, and being able to have a stronger output. Getting you ready to do the thing, right? Yeah, most definitely.
So we hit some incline bench, and you were hanging with us just kind of to do what we did.
Yeah.
But then the real reason that we linked up was talking about bench, right? And one of the things that you mentioned, specifically a problem for you, was that elbow flaring, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about a few things to help maybe change that, right?
Yeah.
So we talked about setup. We talked about breathing, right? So that setup, getting that stack, right? Bring it down nice and tight. We talked about the breathing, just one breath. And then we also talked about kind of going for a thumbless grip to help get you a little bit more external rotation.
Yeah.
And so I did notice that those changes did have an impact. What did you think about and how those things feel for you when you did them?
At first, doing my rep ranges off of one breath was a little bit difficult, but as far as pressing goes, it was a lot easier. It was like 10 times easier. Didn't even feel, to be honest with you, the weight didn't even feel that heavy in my hands. It definitely helped a lot, especially with the thumbless grip. And setting up and locking the shoulder blades in. I'm typically, I guess my body's programmed to be stronger, like he said earlier, with my elbows flared out just off of years of bad habits. But I'm definitely gonna give that a try from now on when I train bench and my chest. But it definitely did help a lot as far as pressing the weight. Good. So we did notice, right, when we switched over to that football grip or the American grip barbell, right, that has that 45-degree grip. When we switch over to that grip, he's got no problems keeping those elbows in, right? Elbows stayed in just fine. And so what I think then is, and this happens to a lot of people in a various different topics, whether they're talking about lifting or whatever, right? If you perform a function and you get used to doing that thing in a pattern that's in whatever pattern, you're gonna just go back to that pattern, whether or not that pattern is most optimal. And so what I think, I don't know for sure, but what I think is that he got used to benching for a long time like this, and nobody ever corrected him. Nobody ever told him, hey man, bring the elbows in. And so he got used to benching like that and got strong benching like that. And so now when he benches, that's where he goes, because he feels like that's where he's strongest. And truthfully, that actually might be where he's strongest right now, although it's not optimal. And so the final idea then is start benching in a position like this. Use that specialty bar that allows those elbows to stay at a 45-degree angle to the body versus that 90-degree, right? Do that and build strength there. It might take an ego check of stepping back 2 or 3 steps in terms of what the number that you're hitting, but overall, the end state, the output, will end up being more beneficial long term and a little bit less damage to the shoulders as well. So those are my recommendations for him, and those might be my recommendations for you if you have maybe a similar issue. Give it a try, see what happens, see what you think. But yeah, that's it, man. I'm just super honored to have you here and spend time and space with you. It means a lot to me for you to ask me for my help, right? Because like, that's all I ever try to aim to do, is just be able to try to help people and make people stronger, right? So yeah, man, I just really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the fact that it wasn't a hassle. I hit him up and he was just quick to get back to me, and he gave me a time and a place, and we linked up. So most definitely.
Oh, yeah, man. So that's it, guys. Any questions, comments, or concerns, drop in the chat box below. I will respond. I appreciate you guys continuing to support me in the channel, everything that you do. It means the world. Thank you for being here. If you've seen a video or two and haven't subbed up yet, I wish that you would. I can't grow the channel without you. Remember, guys, no matter what it is that you think you can't do, like change those elbow positions or get yourself into a more optimal lifting position, it's never gonna happen if you don't get in and train despite. You're either gonna find an excuse or you're gonna find a way. And I hope that you guys continue to find the way. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Ah!